Hey guys, this is Arm Productions aka on 4673 and I am back in Eldarya part 2, this would be. I really don't remember what I was doing, but before anything, you may hear that the sound quality is slightly better than normally. I hope you will. Sip tea. And that is because I have a mic. And I didn't get a mic because I've always had it, but I've never actually had it made it work with my computer. I could never install it to work with the program I used to film. So that sucks. But well, no matter what, I just I don't know, but it works now, kind of. It's a little complicated how I made it work, but it kind of works. It's a little more work for me, but I still want to try and do it, because if it improves the sound quality, I think it's worth it. I don't know, I'm still testing out how wide this mic's range is and how well I can work with it. I do know that I sound incredibly weird if I'm very close like this, so I'm not gonna do that. I am going to see, and then maybe I will go closer to the mic and be like, in a world. Probably like doing really weird stuff to your ears right now. I'm sorry, I don't know how it works yet. I hope this range is fine. Let's see. I've been talking for way too long. And I don't remember what we're doing, but under objectives down here, it says find rations in the village with Caro. So we're gonna try and do that. To the Hail of Doors. I don't know if I hit my head, but it seems much nicer than the others. I can take advantage of that and learn more about this place. Wow, now we're talking. So, trying to be very, very, very sneaky right now. I hope you understand. Sip. Tea. Where are we now? You're in Eldarya, and more precisely the general headquarters of God of El. Eldarya? But where is that? It's the name of the game, silly. The world of the fairies. You've surely heard about us, where you've come from. We're often mentioned in stories and legends. You really want me to believe that you're fucking fairies, bruh? Yeah, you could say that. But you don't look anything like Tinkerbell. Fair enough. She's not the only fairy mentioned in tales from your world. Peter Pan is more of a story than a tale, but... You spoke of the God of El. Can you tell me more about that? The guard handles all sorts of conflicts and problems in our world. We keep order and watch over... God damn it. Equilibrium of the magic of Eldarya. That sounds very complicated and hard to pronounce too. Not really. The guard of El is divided into 4 main groups, and the people you saw earlier are the leaders of 4 of the groups. Kind of easy. Duds? Nervous duds? Am I talking too much? You must not understand the thing I'm saying. I just about understood, I think. I just want to make this main character sound as unsure as possible. Like about everything. Alright, I have to find rations. Alright, I was just library? There probably won't be any rations in here. You mentioned gods just now. I'm curious, can you tell me more about them? Yes, of course. What would you like to know? Well, everything you know, I guess. That's a bit difficult. I can't explain everything all at once. Let's say that the God of El, as I already said, is divided in 4 main groups. Do you understand that much? Yeah. Doesn't seem too complicated. Wait, it's going to get a little trickier. Even if there aren't many guards, they have their own individual hierarchy. As I said, someone is the head of each of the guards. Yeah. Okay, what is that shiny thing? The first guard is the Light Guard, a guard that It's reserved for elite members of High Q. These are the people that are the heads of the 3 other guards. I'm gonna take my chair a little down. I'm sure that sounds very uncomfortable and not very nice. Yeah, heads of 3 other guards. Okay, so like the main person. The leader of this guard is Miko. You must know her by now. Yeah. She's one of the first people whose name I came to remember. Or the first person who acted like a dick. That's very hard in this world, apparently. Sassy T-sip. You know, she doesn't seem very easy to get along with, but she's really nice. She just has a strong personality. That's not saying much. I'm pleading at a lost cause, I guess. Where was I? You were talking about the light guard. Yes. Well, everything. I think I've said everything there is to say about that. Come on, let's continue our search for food. I'll tell you more later. Right? So we're searching for food right now. So, oh, it's Caro. We're with Caro right now. I forgot his name. What are the other guards you spoke of? Tell me if I'm asking too many questions, okay? If you aren't asking many, actually, I'm happy to see that our organization interests you. Well, yeah. I think it would interest anyone if they, like, suddenly found themselves in a very unknown place. They'd like to know about what the fucking place they ended up at was, but, maybe that's just me. Who's odd? The 3 remaining guards are all the same level beneath the light guard. They all have different specialties and missions that corresponds to the attitudes of the members. Okay. The Absinthe Guard is specialized in alchemy and all things associated with preparations of potions. Some are members of very refined species of fairies, like elves, for example. Let me guess, that's Nathaniel. Yeah. I just call him Nathaniel. You know one of them, actually. The head of this guard is Cyril. You know, the guy with the blue hair. Yeah, he got me earlier. Yes, him. And the other guards? Let's keep looking for the hidden food. I'll explain more along the way, I promise. Sure. Whatever you say. You promised you would tell me more. That sounds so... impatient, are we? Let's see if you remember what I've told you first, alright? If it will reassure you, why not? Perfect. So what is the light guard? Exactly. You shouldn't have any problems remembering the rest then. Of course, I'm a good student. Oh, or I'm just an excellent teacher. Oh, he's more open now. In case of another of the guards is the Shadow Guard. This is specialized in exploration, but also having to deal with the notions of discretion of information. Probably the black-haired dude. Yeah. The person that leads this guard is Nevra, you know, the guy who nicely asked us to find the stolen food for him. Yes, I remember that dude. Excuse me, that was very ladylike. now on a new mic, burps. Wow. Now you have to tell me about the last god, and I'll know everything about Eldarya. Probably not everything. Oh, goodness, you'll know just a little bit more of the God of El. Our world is so vast and too complex to be explained in so little time. I don't even think all the books in our library would be enough to explain everything about our history. Yeah, that was very stupid. Like, not even just like a little, just very stupid. People say it's like, yeah, Earth, there's like an ocean, and there's land, and I guess there's something called birds. And then be like, oh, and there's something called dogs, and then I'm telling you about the ocean and the land and birds, and they're like, just tell me about dogs and then I know everything about Earth. Easy. Oh. To complete the explanation, the last guard is the Obsidian Guard. Its members are for most parts the strongest species of Eldarya, and nothing can beat them in combat. I like this dude. I think I'm going to go with him. What's his name? Velkian. This guard is led by Velkian. I'm not sure if you noticed him earlier. He doesn't talk much. Yes, I remember the lad. There you have it. Now you know about our guards. Maybe you'll be a little less lost. let's just say I feel better. I still don't know who Jaman is. He's Miko's right-hand man. He's head of the security at HQ. That's why he was the one who locked you up. I see. And, you're Caro, right? Oh, you remember my name? Actually, Caro is my nickname. My full name is Caro Shane. I'm in the light guard with Miko and Jaman. I take care of the library and everything associated with it. Well, that job fit you like a glove, I guess? But thanks. Now that I think about it, I don't know your name. It's okay. No one needs to know the name of the criminal, right? Don't be mad at us. We're only doing our job. I know. I'm Mako. That's a very nice name. Thanks. She has to sound so... No, I've changed my mind. She's not gonna sound very confused about everything. She's gonna sound so unimpressed with everything. Kirojana made a sign for me to follow him towards the refugee. Stay near me so you don't get lost. We crossed a large square before arriving in a comma area. Okay. There is nothing here at all. Very much lost. Well, we didn't find anything around HQ, so I guess that kid must have hidden the rations somewhere. The rations? Food is rationed here. Finding food here isn't easy, so yes, we have to ration the food. Let me know if you see the missing rations. Start the tutorial for how to collect objects. Items can be hidden in the scenery, sometimes very well hidden. Click the item you are looking at floors here. Click it. I will click it. Great. Say you have an eye for this kind of thing. We can go put everything back in its place now. Is that it? He seems to be fighting an internal struggle. Someone just wrote me on Facebook. No. I'm going to leave a little piece of bread that way so when the boy comes back, there will be something here. Not a word to Miko. I promise, I guess. In any case, I don't see how I could tell her anything. She doesn't seem to like me much. Okay, so the voice turned from uninterested and unimpressed to very emo. We'll see what happens. Her voice is just gonna go everywhere. Sorry, I must be annoying you with questions, but what is the refuge of L? Oh, it's a village of, in the HQ of L. Inhabitants of Eldarya are in need of help. Come here to stay while they work to find a more stable situation. A refuge, a guard that handles conflicts. It's almost as if you're in a war. We aren't in a war, but we have a lot of things to take care of. Come on, let's go back. You returned inside HQ. A lot of things, eh? What a lot of things? Go back to pantry and drop off. Okay, so that's a lot of things. There, everything's in place. Caro, can you help me get home now? I'm sorry, but what we told you is true. The path you took here to get here only works in one direction. Leaving here is much more difficult. But isn't there a way? Caro, you were able to find the... Sarah. Nathaniel looked at me and stopped talking. A grin appeared on his face. You are going to get in trouble. Wait, she helped me. She found the food. Really? You wouldn't want to help me and try convince Miko to leave her here or in the village until we find a way to get her home, would you? I don't know. What will I get out of it? And not kicking the balls? And not kicking the balls? I wouldn't say no to a double ration of honey and some cookies. Maybe I'll just not kick you in the balls. Okay, I'll give you my share. You are so generous. I feel like Caro got the short end of the stick here. Thanks, that's nice of both of you. Of you, Caro, not you, Nathaniel. You're a dick. You can thank us when we've actually managed to convince Miko. There's no guarantee that we can You won't go back in that cell? Okay, well, he's not very optimistic. So, let's go. Miko surely is in the crystal room. Sure. Whatever. We walked together to find Miko. Isarel had a grin on his face and seemed very amused by the whole situation. Kiroshane, fuck that. However, seemed much more nervous than as we neared the crystal room. As for me, my stomach couldn't have been more knotted. Let's see here. Hall of Guards, library, forge, stairs. I think here. Crystal room. There you go. Miko was in the room where it appeared only a few hours earlier. She was... Let's just take a normal narrating voice. She was walking with Velkian and Nevra. As well as someone who I hadn't seen before. Listening to the tone of their voices, they seemed to be in the middle of a very important conversation. This might not be the best time to ask Miko for a favor. Liftine, are you alright? You didn't break anything? Don't worry, I am fine. Gosh, this is the second time they've been able to get here, and at least you chased them away this time. In time. I don't know who it is, but do they understand what they're doing is madness? They're putting us all in danger. I don't understand their reasoning either. I'm sorry, if I had been able to catch them, we could have questioned them. It's alright, you helped us avoid the worst. You should go to the infirmary to make sure you really are alright. I'll take care of the rest. The guy bent over to pick up his coat. Since you insist, but I assure you I'm fine. We'll see about that. Miko noticed my presence just as the blonde guy was about to leave. Nevra smiled when he finally saw us. Velkian's expression, however, remained neutral. The guy named Lifetan seemed quite surprised to see me as everyone else who have run into this world up until now. I thought I asked that she be brought back to her cell. Well, we thought that, Karo! She helped me and I thought that putting her back in the cell wasn't very useful. You thought, did you? Miko lit the flame of her staff, seemingly annoyed, while Karo made himself very small. She seems nice, and an extra pair of hands could always be useful, right? That's not enough. I'm not going to change my mind because you think she's nice. You think everyone is nice anyway. That's because he is surrounded by dicks. So when you meet someone who's not a dick, he's like, wow, this is the nicest person I've ever met. You get my logic. Another sassy tea-sip. Kara started stammering while glancing at Isarel, at Nathaniel, in hopes that he would help him, but Isarel didn't seem set on lifting his little finger to help. What a dick! The situation seemed to amuse him. Help came from someone else. Why don't we give her a chance? You never know. Yeah, plus she's pretty cute. Plus she's human. She could serve as a bait during certain missions. I could serve as what? And if she doesn't cut it, we can just lose her in the forest. If she isn't eaten beforehand. But do they know that I can hear everything they're saying? Psst, are you serious? Well, I guess if you want her so badly, she's your responsibility, and don't come crying to me when something goes wrong. I don't want to hear about it. Miko left. Oh, what a bother. I'm so sad that she left. No, I'm actually very, very happy about that. Oh, I didn't expect that. Really stuck with this girl? Is anyone interested? Only she has... I need this guy's voice to be good, because I think I'm going this guy. Like, this is the most interesting person so far for me. I always go for the quiet types. she has the necessary... If she has the necessary... no, I can't. Only if she has the necessary abilities. To serve me breakfast and take care of me, why not? Who do they think they are? Seriously, what are you talking about? What is going on? Well, the boss told us to take care of you, which means you're going to join one of us in the Guard of El. Congratulations! Everyone looked at me. Kara is going to ask you a ton of possible boring questions to find out which guard will work for you. And we'll see you later. Work? At that moment, my only wish was to go home, but I was stuck here. These strangers. What's going to happen to me? Finish the episode! Woo! That was episode 2. First steps. Episode 3. There are only 4 episodes out, so yeah. Should we stop here or nah? Thanks to Caro, the support from the other members of the Guard, and the support of the other members from the Guard of El, I managed to stay out of the cell. Together they managed to convince Miko to give me another chance. But I didn't completely understand what that meant. Miko is funny. I mean, you join a guard, I don't even know where to start. Do I have to? You talked about a refuge earlier. I could go there. No, she was very clear. The boys must take care of you, and for that, you'll have to join one of their guards. However, I have no idea which one. Do you have a particular talent? Everyone does, but I don't think it's going to be useful in this world. You're probably right. Well, let's start with the basics for you, then we'll go from there. What basics? Well, the guards. I told you there were 4, don't you remember? Yeah. Each is led by either Miko or the boys that just left. Exactly. Even if each guard has its specialty, they all work towards the same goal. Also, there may be a bit of competition between the guards, but don't worry, it's only friendly competition. Normally, when there is a new recruit, I'm in charge of giving them a test to know which guard will suit them best. But a human can't take the test, I'm guessing. That's what I'm wondering, yeah. Probably overthinking. I'm probably overthinking this. If there's a question that you can't answer, you can skip it and answer the following question. I'll figure something out. Are you ready? Wait a second. You said that everyone worked towards the same goal, and before you're quite vague about the subject, so what do the Guards of El really do? I told you, we help the inhabitants of Eldarya in any way possible, even if the missions have become more delicate and dangerous recently. Something happened. Do you see the crystal behind me? It's very important for our world. It regulates our energy, the mana. It actually is essential for us, like a second oxygen. I need more tea. Thank you. Not so long ago, about a year, it was at least 10 times larger than it is now. Intruders were able to get into this room and they stole pieces of the crystal. Since the guard's main mission has been to find... since then, the guard's main mission has been to find the pieces scattered throughout our world. We also have to manage the inhabitants of Eldarya. When our main energy source was destroyed, many of us were weakened. We became mad or extremely aggressive. There has always been more dangerous species than those in Eldarya, but it's even worse now, and we're in charge of making sure that everything doesn't fall apart. Well, I understand now why Mika was furious when I got close to the crystal. Well, anyway, don't worry. I'm sure that they won't make you do anything dangerous. That's not the impression they gave me earlier. I'm sure they were kidding. So you're gonna answer my questions? Perfect. The questionnaire is in the library. Let's go. And now when I walk, it costs me points. Okay, good to know. 10 mana! Are you freaking... Come on. It's not a lot. I was walking with Shane when Velkian appeared. He walked towards Kara to ask him a question, completely ignoring my presence. So, towards which guard did the test lead her? Erasils or Nevres? She hasn't taken it yet, but you know, she may end up in your guard. Velkin turned towards me and looked me up and down, as if it seemed impossible that I'd join his guard. I'm definitely gonna join his guard. Maybe. You know how to fight? I think I could defend myself. I kind of want to like change my voice every time I talk to this guy because I have like a similar voice. Just when I talk to this guy, I'm gonna like lighten my voice into a fangirly voice. That could be fun. I think I could defend myself. It's a good start. But if you want to join the Obsidian Guard, you'll need more than that. Handling weapons is a discipline that we... Hey, don't influence her either! Oh, sorry, that wasn't my intention. I like you. Where is the library? Pantry, forge, library. The library. Find the boys and meet them before answering. Don't let yourself be influenced. I'm not being influenced. I'm just using up all my points. So, you passed the test. Number 9 is pretty hard, right? No, run away. I see. There's still time to tilt the scale then. He bent to bow. I'm Never, the leader of the Shadow Guard. If you want me to take care of you, try coming in my guard. I'll think about it. Stop trying to influence her, Nebra. Come on, Maku. Let's not dawdle any longer. Oh, she's probably in the alchemy room now that I think about it. Where is the alchemy room? Why am I so bad at finding places? I don't know, bruh. I don't want to go all the way down there. That's the marketplace. Why would I meet anyone there? Ah, this place is huge! I feel so overwhelmed. Well, I guess we'll take the test in the next episode. Yeah. Oh, well, now he's here. What are you doing here? Haven't you taken the test already? Gosh, everyone really wants to know about that. It's legitimate. We're curious to know which of us will have an extra slave. Great. Don't mind him. He's joking. He's not. Do I look like I'm joking? No, that's the problem. Don't worry. If you join the Absinthe Guard, everything will be fine. Yeah, everything will be fine, just as long as you know all the plants of Eldarya, the different ingredients of food for companions, and the different properties of venom that I found here. While others have tried to influence her, you just scare her. You really are unbearable, Osawa. Nathaniel, I am not even sorry. Sir, I really didn't understand. Was he joking or not? Thank you. Here we are. Okay, this is gonna be a long episode. I'm just gonna take the quiz and then we'll end the episode. Let's see where to put those questionnaires. Kara started looking around the library. Here they are. His arm started to glow. Suddenly a book floated from the shelf into his hand. Yeah, it did glow. Wow. How did you do that? What are you talking about? The book. It just floated towards you. Oh, I forgot you're not from here. Magic must be surprising if you've never seen it. Let's just say it's one of my skills. That's practical. Big impressed sip. You have no idea. So are you ready? Sure. If these are questions you don't understand, don't hesitate to ask, okay? Fine. Okay, your guard is chosen from the following questionnaire. This choice doesn't have an influence on your story or your relationship with the different characters. A ranking between the guards and players allows to obtain different bonuses in the game, as well as exclusive objects. Certain items and even companions are exclusive to a certain guard. If you are not a member of the guard the item is linked to, you will not be able to wear it. Alright, start the test. I'll read the questions to make things easier. I'm not sure you'll be able to read our writing. It's different from that of humans. Okay. Here's the first. What is your favorite moment of the day? Dusk, dawn, or noon? Dusk, probably. Okay, now you left. If you left for the Sleepy Forest, what would you bring with you? The what forest? It's a well-known place in Eldarya. doesn't help much. Well, let's say... These are the choices. A spicy melon, a pillow, or your courage and your knife. A spicy melon, what is that? We can skip this question if you want. No, I'll answer it. My courage and my knife. Heh, that's not the correct answer. You know, there aren't any right or wrong answers, just the personality test. Why are you laughing then? I always find that answer funny. Here's the third question. What do you do during your free time? Visit the Library of Alexandria, explore the gem mines, or stay home? Well, I would have a hard time visiting the Library of Alexandria as it no longer exists. Oh, yeah, well, we have an equivalent here in Eldarya. Yes, an equivalent. He started laughing nervously. So what do you choose? The gem mines? Then you run into a black dog. What do? What is a black dog? It's complicated. Gosh, what can I say to that? The choices are the following. I take all my courage and my knife. I try to escape. I try to appease it. Again with the courage and knife thing. Let's just say it's a typical answer. Courage and knife! Okay, next you have to team up with someone. Which species of fairies would you choose? I have a feeling the answers are going to speak to me just as much as the previous answers. Well, it's a questionnaire for the inhabitants of Eldarya. Well, the answers are following. A red bonnet, a unicorn with glasses, or... Who messed with the answers? A unicorn with glasses, isn't that you? Oh god, I actually sounded... I'm sure that Astral did this. Never misses an occasion to mess with me. Sorry. Here are the real answers. A red cap, a shipwrecker, or Blemis. Shipwrecker? Okay, what is the object that maintains the most mana? A bunch of coffee grains, purified water, or unrefined wood ashes? Wood ashes. Very well. And which food do you prefer? Honey, milk, or bread? Although they're only choices, they're quite boring. You don't need complicated, Finn. Still, just bread? That's what the little boy stole, do you remember? It's one of the most common foods in Eldarya. Which do you prefer? Bread, probably. I also really like cheeseburgers, pizza, donuts. Sorry, I can't add anything to the answer in the questionnaire. It's a shame. It's almost over. There are only 3 questions left. Which are you most afraid of in Eldarya? The Illuminati, the Triads, or the Templars? But they're from my own world. Not only. What do you mean? I'm sorry. It would take me hours to explain everything. Oh my god, that's... Excuse me, I have to move. Such an unsatisfying answer. Like, oh, well, it takes too long to explain. Okay, but you should tell me about it later. Templars, then. Okay, next question. Oh, he's a Templar. I'm sorry. I'm so scared. I don't know what. I'm probably not gonna get. I want to get that guy's house. Oh well, the obsidian house. Seems a bit bothered. Whose orders do you have to obey? What are the answer choices? Well, there's Miko, Miko, and Miko. Again, Miko. Finally, the last question. Which guard would you like to join? Finally, a question I know how to answer. Not all of the questions were difficult. Look at the last one, it was quite easy. It was quite weird. So, the Obsidian Guard. Perfect, just wait as I add up the points. After a few minutes, he raised his head towards me. Yes! Well, seem to like weapons and courage at all times, so you'll join the Obsidian Guard. A liking? I randomly answered most of the questions. Well, that's what the questionnaire decided. You're now part of a guard. Be sure to remain efficient so your guard will be ranked in the ranking. Okay, I'm gonna end the episode here. I will see you in the next one. This is a long episode. I hope this mic thing works out. I'm gonna take the last of my cup of tea. And... Nana 4603 says, good night.